They're learning a little football and ready for some Golden Eagle football tonight. Who's ready for that? Yeah. Well, thanks for being here. This is our 7th Football 101, and we think it's better each and every year. I'll tell you what, we're going to start off though. Sarah Thomas was last with us. She has moved up the ranks of officiating faster than just about anybody. I think it was for the first time, Sarah, about 1999 or so when you first started officiating, right? Somewhere right in there? 96. And here some 20 years later, she's about to take the field as an official in the National Football League. That's an amazing transition. So let's bring her up here to talk to us a little bit. If you would, welcome Sarah Thomas. Sarah?
So I started high school in 1996 there in Pascagoula, and then 10 years high school ranks, and worked a state championship game. I was going to hang it up because my boys, the 2 boys at the time, were 6 and 3, and the oldest one started playing organized sports. And I tell the story, my husband scheduled soccer practice on Friday nights in the fall when I was gone, and so it was just kind of tough. And my priority was my family, and I wasn't going to move up because the junior college supervisor just said he wouldn't hire a female, and I didn't do this to bust up a good old boys club. I just did it because I enjoyed it. And I worked a state championship game there, and there was an NFL scout at the game, Dr. Joe Haynes. He called me up 3 days later and said he thought I had what it took to go to the next level.
What was the biggest challenge when you got started officiating? Was it trying to, as you said, break through that old boys club a little bit?
No, that wasn't anything. I mean, being raised with brothers and a daddy who instilled me not to depend on a man for anything, that was easy stuff. But I think the biggest learning curve for me was I thought I knew what football was, but I had no clue. I didn't know there was 11 on one side, 11 on the other. That numbers meant something, that there was a number requirement of guys that had to be on the line of scrimmage. I had a huge learning curve. I thought I knew what holding was. Coach Munkin would probably tell you I still don't know what it is, but anyway, yeah, I just had a huge learning curve because I didn't play the game, but that was the challenge to me, and as competitive as I am, I wanted to learn.
You have officiated a number of games out here at The Rock, here at Roberts Stadium. From an official standpoint, what's it like to be in this stadium calling a ball game?
Every official in Conference USA loves to come to Southern Miss. It is it's great to be out there, the atmosphere. They always treat us good at halftime with the food, so that's always a plus. But it's just, I was raised with my mother and father are graduates, alumni here. My brother is. And so I was just raised a Golden Eagle, and I've just had the privilege of officiating here as well.
What would the procedures be as you get ready for a game? What are some things you go through?
So what I'm hearing is we will leave out the earliest flight on Saturday morning, so there's always a 6 o'clock flight to Atlanta. And then the crew that I'm on will get up Sunday, have a devotion, and then breakfast, wheels up to the stadium 3 hours before kickoff. Work a game 3 hours, catch the first flight home. Hopefully, if I can get to Atlanta by 10:50, there's a flight to Jackson. Get home, and then Monday, they'll grade film, and we get grades on Tuesday. And then hash that out on Wednesday and get ready. Yeah.
I got one more.
Okay.
Have you thought about what it's going to be like when you come out in the stadium for your first regular season NFL game, or what will that be like?
It gives me chills just thinking about it. You just asked that question. I don't even know what the expectation is going to be. I don't even know. I just, it's going to be great. It will be. You know, walk out, look up at the stadium, take it all in, and then go to work.
Sarah Thomas, give her another big round of applause. Well, now it's time to bring up the boss, the head coach, Coach Todd Munkin.
Last year we had 10 scholarship seniors, and we could give out 25 scholarships. So that'll tell you where we were in terms of our numbers. Where that affects your football team is the way you practice. We had 9 scholarship offensive linemen. We just didn't have enough depth to be able to practice like you'd want to. The coaches did a great job of adapting to that. So that just having the depth, a lot of the players as well are coming of age. We played 2 years, 16 true freshmen. Last year we played 10, so they're getting older. We've added some transfer players, and even more than that, we changed the culture in the weight room by hiring Zach Woodfin and Jason Finley, and we needed to do that. We needed someone on the cutting edge of nutrition, core strength, regeneration, and they've done that. They've brought a positive attitude to our team and our guys. We have talent. We have good coaches. This is the time to do it. We were significantly better last year. We weren't really very good the first year. How we beat UAB 60-something, I have no idea. But I think really where you're going to see the biggest improvement is we hired Luke Meadows a year ago, had to make a change. It's always easier your second year. The players getting to know their coach. We have more depth than ever there, and it starts up front. It starts with the connection between the offensive line coach and the players, having enough depth, because everything works better if your quarterback can stay upright, if you can run the football. And anybody that's watched us has seen that improvement through the spring, and I expect to see that continue in the fall.
In the community, so let's welcome Terry Long.
This is for Terry.
Yes.
Terry, as a coach's wife and the other coach's wives, it's very demanding, their job and their time. Do you all have a support group, especially to help some of the younger wives to understand? I mean, it takes a lot out of your spouse, their job and the time they take.
I am very blessed to be able to touch other people's lives. And we've got a great support group over here of our assistant coaches' wives. We've got a bunch of GA wives and fiancés and girlfriends that we're able to bring up and touch and help them along the path to know what their future is like and what you can do to help their spouse continue to be positive in hard times and good times, appreciate the good times. I'm very blessed.
Terry, talk about, I know you're involved, you recently were involved in a golf tournament that raised a great deal of money, I think, for scholarship. Is that something you feel is that just you, or is that something you feel is a part of being the head coach's wife, or maybe a combination of both?
I think what happened on May 9th has changed my life forever. Surely it has. The sense of patriotism and the community support and the love, and we raised over $65,000. In less than 33 days, and we were able to create a scholarship here at USM. It was a day, again, that's changed my life forever, and I couldn't be any more grateful to be in this town and to see Hattiesburg strong.
Southern Miss.